big part of what we want to do is obviously trend it, right? You keep your data points, you're able to see what's happening over time. So a lot of what we've studied and observed in the past, we'll probably want to look at again. Now, but some of the very specific topics right now are obviously, we saw a limited impact of COVID when we've initially seen limited impact of hybrid working. Mm-hmm. But the question is, will that last as we get used to new ways of working, as our expectations evolve? Are we going to start to see shifts in how we lead people? Are we going to start shifts? We've already seen, people choosing to leave their workplaces because they're not being granted the flexibility they want. What is that all going to translate into? So the future of hybrid work, I think, is one thing we'll definitely be, evaluating further, looking to see, are there going to be new demands of leadership and management? Now, we don't think so based on our experience, but obviously as the environment evolves, we want to test for that. We want to test those hypotheses. The second topic that, I touched on it a little bit, we'll be looking to study even further is the topic of diversity, which after 2020 was a real inflection point on the topic of diversity and inclusion. Probably strongly driven by the George Floyd incident, the Black Lives Matter movement, all of the conversations that resulted out of that, which are still going on, and they're not as easy to lead as one would want them to be. They're oftentimes not as constructive as one would want them to be. But what is clear is that it's not going away. It's kind of here to stay. So to see how, COVID might be affecting diversity numbers. When we're seeing in Germany, we're seeing more women opt to stay at home instead of what other people expected. So we'll be looking to see what impact these new working environments and these new cultures, not cultures, but these new workplaces, what they do to the topic of diversity and inclusion. In particular, just are we able to maintain the gains in diversity that we've made over the last 20 years? Because one of the big fears that we all have is that we'll lose all the gains we've made as a result of this new sort of working environment that might disadvantage those who pick up flexible working models.